Okay, so we're back. Um, just going to send these out. Sorry, just sending this out as usual. Okay. So, where we last left off, I was doing some dialogue heavy stuff. Uh, to set up one of the endings and all that stuff, so I set all that up, a little bit of that. But now I'm going to proceed a little bit with some of the plot stuff and into one of the areas where we engage in some pretty fun combat and get up to a boss that I really enjoy fighting. Okay, so I watched, I don't know if it was Vatvidia's lore or one of the lore pieces on Sekiro, and there's some really interesting things about this room, just this room, and this is like really classic um, Miyazaki FromSoft style lore telling, and I love this. I was blown away when I read more into the lore of this. Okay, so you start. This is where you get the fan, divine abduction, which you can use on monks. I'll demonstrate it at some point to make them, to spirit them away. And so what that does is they've been spirited away to get to where they are. And there's some lore later that kind of talks about that, so we'll get into that in a bit later. But you can see there's bells here. A statue, of course. Buddha holding the serpent. And a fan. So the fan's linked to immortality is quite interesting. But you also see these feathers. You see these feathers around here. Who has feathers? Who has feathers in this game? Who's been here? Who's been in this room before us? They kind of look like owl feathers. Has somebody gotten this far and found this door and could not open it before? in search of something. Something we are also in search of. Well, we have the key now. That was the gun fort key that we found behind Kurura after we did that long period of dialogue. This is fun, this part. Just to get you to the next part of the game. So, let's move along. Alright, so Sunken Valley Passage. So we can see our friend the snake. We haven't seen him in a while. He's there. Typically, you would run across this bridge, right? Yes. Someone doesn't like that. Now get moving. This way. Towards the cave. And you can't see through that eye. He can't see through that eye. That one that you stabbed him in. The reason why you can get by on that side, on that side, is that's the eye you stabbed. Okay, so we're gonna advance a bit. Oops. Adamantium scrap. So we're now at a point in the game where we get that. It's one of the precious, more precious upgrade materials. Have a look around. So we can see a poison pit down there. There's a way you can actually jump down there and land on an enemy or use that. We're gonna go this way. There's monkeys. What's happening here? What monkeys with guns? Why would that be the case? Don't bring a monkey to a gunfight? I don't know. So there's a lot of monkeys down there. Gotcha sugar. All that for some scrap iron. Trust me? Well, unless you... you can't take on that many monkeys in a very funny way. Serpent fruits. Where have we heard this before? It's dried. There.
毒沼を越えて巣穴に潜り込み干し柿盗んでくれようぞ。干し柿どういうことだ。はい、困りごとかい。しからばお米じゃぞい。お米じゃ。困りごとあるならば。 お米をめぐ
米だ。
おおおお、まさしく巫女様のお米。ありがたやありがたや。
お告げを頼む。
干し柿を欲するならば
Become the trainer of monkeys. I love it. This is how you learn. Make the monkey dance, and he'll be. So you give her some rice. This is one of the times where you actually can learn how to do some of this really convoluted lore stuff.
猿を踊らせ食らわせる。猿を踊らせるとは一体。
What does it mean? Okay, so we go over here. Okay, so we're gonna get more into some combat-y situations. Okay, so I suggest you double. There's gonna be another thing to jump on when you cross over there. I suggest you double jump it, because there's a white monkey there that's very hard to fight, and you don't want him to ruin what you're about to do. So you kind of just want to get through him. You will get a death blow if you do this right. Wow, that was weird. To get him out of the way, get out of the poison. Where am I at here? Oh, I came back to the start. I got myself turned around there for a sec. Sorry. Okay, so you can go further that way, and we will. But we're gonna get something first. And we find ourselves another...
いかがかね。
こんなと
死者があると流れ着く血もまたしかりじゃ。さあ、ご供養していきなされ。
Green mossy gourd. And some yellow gunpowder. I didn't have the security of it. We want this green mossy gourd though, so I'm going to use...
死者があるところ、どこへ行こうと。
some more money. Hopefully I have enough actually. Was it 1800? Oops, I'll use the healing gourd. Oof, just enough. Yeah.
ご供
So it's another gourd that we can use for healing poison.
死者たち。
So we're going to put it in our bar. Have your shurikens ready. How am I doing? Green mossy gourd. So we can use this to cure poisons. Or antidotes. Which we will need here. But continue forth. Watch out for things that jump out of the walls. Like that. Jump away. Don't jump and don't fall. There's a snake down here. Is it the same snake? Get rid of the lizards. One isn't bad, but when 3 of them shoot poison at you, you get poisoned. Again, not horrible to get rid of, but just annoying. Use the throwing stars on them if you need to, but don't overdo it because you might need them later. So come down here. And we're getting poison down here sucks. Oops. Oh, this is tricky. I forgot about this. Get rid of it as quickly as you can. Get some health back with the death blow. Get out of the poison. Thank you. Fuck off. Make sure you're good and healed. So our friend the snake is back and notices us. I like using a gotcha sugar here. I don't think it matters, but I believe it's good to have without, if you don't have completely suppressed sound and all that kind of stuff. Equip that new ninjutsu we got from the monkeys, Puppeteer. And prepare for something crazy. Jump down below. Target this monkey, go behind him, and then puppeteer him. And prepare to jump up to there. Stay low. This is fun and crazy. The snake will notice him and go after him. When he does, jump up there and tried Serpent Viscera. There's the serpent around Buddha again, in a similar temple to the one we just saw through the valley. Interesting, eh? Did I not get the idol? Great. Last commune idol. I didn't. So I have to run through that valley again. Pardon just having a bite here. There won't be any eating noises though. So down there is that poison pit. If we would have kept going, we would have ended up there. That's that pit. Some interesting lore stuff here. We have waters flowing into the sunken valley. And it becomes tainted poison. Let's get through this part again. Avoid the monkeys. Ow. Annoying as fuck. Don't let them hit you out of the air. That's bad. So avoid the pile of monkeys. Interesting lore here. Can sneak into it. There's a Nijar ninja behind here. One of Ishin's ninjas that you find on the rooftop of Ashina Castle. One single Nijar. Why is he down here? Scrap magnetite, useful. Why is he down here? Ishin keeping an eye on you. Ishin keeping an eye on what we're about to look at. I don't know. Let's kill him. Sorry. There were two. They had contact medicine, which is something you can use. It's a weaker form of poison you can use so that when you're poisoned, you don't take as much damage from the stronger poison. Don't let any of those monkeys know you're here. And we get to a boss where people quit the game at. I'm halfway to a skill point. I'm not going to fight him right now, but we'll get there. He's my favorite fight in the game, probably. Second favorite. But that is a serious battle. What I am going to do is travel to... I should be able to beat this guy. Ashina Castle. I'm just going to check Crew's room quickly. I don't think anything changes here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now that we've mastered a skill, remember I got Living Force when we did our skill upgrade in the last stream, if you remember that. We go to the Great Serpent Shrine. This is assuming that you're going to go to the Sunken Valley after. This is why this is what happened. So we're going to go to the Great Serpent Shrine. Look who's here. Somebody's here with us. Tengu, who we know is a Shin. What's he doing here? Why was there a rat? Remember this guy.
Oh, Sekiro か。これは。ナイフのネズミどもよ。こやつらはどこからでも入り込む。切ってもキリがないわ。時に赤炉極めたか。おお、確かにな。赤炉。やはりお主には人斬りを。
Thank you.
大美じゃ。取っておけ。
That made my day. The Mushin esoteric text. This is something many people miss on their first playthrough. So what this does is it lets you combine martial arts from different martial arts to create bigger moves. So when you have the final moves from each tree, they can be used to combine to make bigger moves, which you need a lot more skill points to get. They're not incredibly useful in anything but the later NG pluses, except for one, which we'll get.
しかと赤炉よ。お主ならば。天狗殿。わしはもう少しここで涼んでいく。行け、赤炉よ。
So their dialogue actually changes depending on whether you've seen him before and you know that he's like he knows that you know now that he's the tank. So that's really cool. It's a little bit more mysterious when you do it the real way. So let's do this. Let's go to the temple again. Now remember that kite from the last playthrough. Let's travel tempo and we'll go to the Mount Congo area. So, remember this little guy down here. Now that we have Puppeteer, we can do something. So, he goes over there, and he sets that up. And now that we have him puppeteered, that will be his task. Now we just gotta do the same run that I did before. Now remember, we haven't really spent much time here. Like, there's a lot of fun you can have here, but let's do this quickly. Let's get through here. We'll kill this one. Get back into hiding. I can actually throw this thing. Now we can use our puppeteer. Oops. Oh, fuck. Okay, we can use our puppeteer here to create some cool chaos. So, like, if you puppeteer go behind one of those monks and puppeteer them, they'll start attacking other monks and stuff. It's pretty sweet. So, what we want to do is kind of do a speed run through here again, because we want to get to the other side. Oh, shit, I could have just went through. No, we have to get to the end of Shugendo. Okay, so you just go up here, that'll get that one's attention. Something happened, it'll get them moving forward. Do that, and just jump up, and it's their problem. Who gives a fuck? Ow, I do maybe. Not now, though. Okay, so run down here, do the same thing we did before. Target him. Death blow. Now you can kill those centipede things now. The ones, now that you have the mortal blade, you can kill them. Anyway. We're now looking for the other serpent. Remember, she mentioned that the fresh serpent heart is that way. Oh, now look-see. We have a kite up at the top of the tree. Don't worry about him. What is this? We have a way across. So, now then, what would we do? What do we do? We do a jump, grapple, and we're there. You can grapple down, or you can grapple onto that. You can see some of the paths where we came from, the rest of Shugendo, where we're about to fell off, that one guy we fought in the last thing, and the Demon Bell Temple, you can just see it. Snapseed, worth it for where we're going eventually. So you got to do a series of jumps here. And again. And again. Let's wait. No. Look for any drops. What's that? Tricky. That's if you don't make it or something. But there's a way to get back up. I'm just gonna peer around here. It's not a place I spend a lot of time. Sunken Valley. The forests, Usui's forest. Usui's forest. You could see, if you look closely, you can see owls. Flying around down there. Usui's forest, where somebody trained. Okay. Sunken Valley Cabin. What do we have here? What's going on? The snake is here. Target him and kind of do a run jump. This is crazy. You might miss it a few times. Death blow. And again. Now we have the fresh serpent viscera. And some rare items. You can only get to this place from this one time, so get this stuff. If you look back, you can see the ape's watering hole, which I believe you can jump to from here. I don't want to take the chance. Or maybe I will. Let's see. I've never tried that before. Where would you actually land? I believe that's the ape's watering hole. Nope. Okay. So, we've killed the snake. We've got the serpent. We've got his heart. I am going to peace out of this location. So now I need to get to a certain part in the game. Okay, so we're gonna get to a certain location. Okay, so we've been brought in here to this location. And that brings us back out here, where we fall to our death if we jump. I don't believe there's a way back. So now now where I want to go is Ashina Castle. And Ashina Reservoir. We're gonna try a fight. Try a boss fight. Okay, so fuck all these guys. Just jump up here, jump across like we did before. Jump up, grab, kill the noisemaker. And jump across here, and you'll come across this guy. He's hearing something.
Oi. 誰を呼んでおる。もう一お主。わしは熊野陣左衛門と申す。堀回りの見回りを任ぜられております。見かけぬ顔だが、いずこの組衆か。明かせぬ。明かせぬとな。さては忍び衆でござるか。明かせぬ。これはご無礼を。忍び衆ならばさもあろう。これ以上司祭は聞きませぬぞ。
So he's pretty preoccupied. He doesn't really give a shit. You can attack him and fight him, but don't. I mean, it's not really a huge thing. This is the first hole we were in the game. And I showed you this. You could look down into it. There's now somebody waiting for us down there. This is a purple ninja that you have to fight in a close quarters, and he's a boss level one, so he does a few extra moves, but we're gonna go for it. We fought enough of those guys, and we get a prayer beat. Not much experience, actually, for a boss level one. 200 and... So now we're entering a funky area. we were able to get to the other side over there through that abandoned dungeon in Ashina Castle. But when you come through the reservoir, which comes back around, you end up here. But you find yourself in the presence of something which you don't, I mean, you can fight now, but there's something I want to get before we fight him. So this gives you another route. Don't fall down there. Let's go like this, stay on the top area. Take the stuff. If you find yourself down there, you can hook yourself back up. He's not a boss. He's a mini boss, which gives you a item which is useful at certain parts of the game later, or in New Game Plus for sure. But look who's down here. Aren't we in a peculiar area? So we can talk to, he decided to come down here. How did he get down here before us?
かすかに。だが、わしにはわかるぞ。まるで誰かを呼び、泣いておるような。もしやこのわしを。お主。時折。ああ。聞こえるぞ。なあ、教えてくれ。わしを呼んでおるのか。どうした？ん？ああ、忍び殿か。音をたどり、ここまで参り申した。ほら、かすかに風に乗り。
It's interesting because you do hear it at times.
何も聞こえぬ。そうか。わしにだけ聞こえるのか。まあ、務めなどもうよい。あの調べは
Sorry.
わしを呼んでおる。そんな気がするのだ。
This is one of the most beautifully horrifying parts of Sekiro. Find a rope gate. And another one of these old women. Okay, so we'll this is a Miyazaki Holy Mary moment. Invisible bridges, leaps of faith. Let's do it. Let's tap your grapple button. Ooh. And if you land like that, it'll bring you back up here. That was actually a weird one. I guess don't run jump. So if you do fall, there's a few ways to get back up. I mean, if you eventually keep falling, but then you die. So here we have an area. What do we have here? Ooh, how did this get here? What's the story? Why would one of these guys that you're supposed to use fire on, why would he be down here? Don't let that grab hit you. Oh, I did something stupid there. Living force. That's what that is. So when you use your flame vent like that, you can follow up with a fire attack. Your sword becomes like a sword of fire. Alright, that's where we came from, sorry. Just checking the environment out. Oh, right, this is where we came from. Right, you fall down to the thing. And we're now in Ashina Depths proper. These are the poison pits. We're going to grab our monocle. We're going to be very careful about what we do here. We're going to grab our monocle. And we have another one of these snake eyes. Okay. And there's a ways we can go back here. All through down here, you can see there's gunners. That is a mini boss. That mini boss will see you from a long ways away. Especially if you make fire like that. Notice that on the top of that Buddha, there's a goodie. Also, there's no real you can't really see anything above that's of note, so we're kind of in a seriously low part of the depths. Poison at the bottom of the depths, where the waters have grown the most stagnant. So the best thing to do is to very quickly, you can jump on these trees, as you can see. There's a gunner there, there's a gunner there, there's several over there, there's one on just below us. You could puppeteer them and control them and stuff like that. That's kind of useful in this fight. But I don't have piercing Sabimaru, which is something I would like for this fight. But I'm gonna open this area up. So cross here, cross here, cross here, cross here. Stay low profile. And you'll find we have another idol over here. Now, this fight, when you haven't fought in that large ape that we saw, which I'm probably gonna go fight. If you haven't fought in him, this area is actually different. So in this position we're in the game, the structures that are all there, they won't be there if you've fought in the ape. For reasons I won't explain. Now, I might cheese this. Nobody watching now, so I might cheese this. Or I could go for a romp with this one. Not a romp, a fight. There is a way to stealth this so that you can get directly to her. You can see her there on the far left of the screen. You want to get behind her and get a stealth kill, so a gotchin sugar is what you want here. Now her fight is hard. She does a lot of damage, and her combos are very unpredictable in a way. She has the delayed grab where she grabs you and shoots you in the head. She shoots, be ready to just deflect at any time, be blocking a lot, but don't let her grab you. You'll see a thing, jump away from it. Jump when it's a grab. Pretty much all of her things jump, except a shot thing. So I'm gonna gotchin, and then head this way. Stay low. So we did not get the attention of the snake eyes. So we will sneak up behind her. And Sabimaru. What the hell? I didn't heal. Ooh, this is a tough battle. This is a tough battle. That's the one you gotta watch out for. That one is... hit by it again. Stay away from the grab. Go. Snake eyes. First try. Prayer bead. Bit of a challenge, that one. Now we get to go through a back door. Dark Souls fans and you will be like, no, don't go down that path, man. Don't go down there. It does indeed look like a boss arena, and it may be at some point. But what is it now? The water's pool deep. I missed something important that I even mentioned. Very important. Come back. Go through here. I drop down. Never drop down. I can't remember where that is again. But you get a prayer bead. You get 2 for killing that snake eyes, essentially. It might be here. I could be wrong. I'm just gonna get ahead to the next. I believe there's an idol. Yeah, we're heading into some new ground here, which is fun. Okay. So our buddies down here.
行ってしもうた。すぐそこにおったのに。
お主。
ん？おお、忍び殿か。聞いてくだされ。
How do you get here?
それがしは
Finally
つい
saw her.
に見申した。女の僧者でござる。遠目にもわかる。美しく、だが儚い様子
Meeting
の。
presence.
呼んでおるのはわしなのか、尋ねるのじゃった。つい聞き惚れておるうちに、すっと。
Hey, the Covenant.
奥へ去ってしもうたわ。
Thanks for joining me on my playthrough here. I love this game. I just want to play it for people and make my commentary on it. We were about mid-game ish, and we're in the depths. We've come through a back way. I'm going to loop back and get something that I want before I do this part. As you can see, it's getting misty down here. So we will grab ourselves this idol, and we'll come back to this place. But I do want to go back to where we just were. See, we're already in the depths, the poison pool, and get ourselves a prayer bead. That might get us another necklace. I'm not sure. Either way. Yeah, that will, I think, because that's two mini bosses down in this play, or in this stream, this part of the stream. So, let's see. This is a good one. This is a freebie, in my mind. It's kind of, I think, an apology for how hard Snake Eyes can be. You go through here, but before going all the way through, stand up and jump up. Then do some wall jumping. Somebody's shooting cannons. And we are now behind that Buddha that I mentioned in the previous little bit here. Watch out, they can see you from here, the gunners. Go up to the top and get a prayer bead. It says we're now at the 4th of our current progress with him, so we can make ourselves a new necklace, which will help us in the boss fight that I mentioned. We were this is interesting here too. Monkey booze. Fermenting monkeys. It's spoken about how they drink fermented monkey booze in this game. And right there they kinda, I don't know what this lore is telling me. That this monkey booze was found on this other ape, or the monkey booze is made from fermented apes, which is just a bit ridiculous and gross, but totally plausible in a Miyazaki game. So you can jump back down into the ominous boss looking area, or we can explore around a little bit. Back into the poison pit. Nah, we've seen enough of the poison pit. What is this other area that we haven't checked out yet? There's a mini boss here that I kinda don't like fighting. We will, but I'm not huge on fighting him. Okay, so we'll assemble our prayer necklace. Oh, we're missing one. Oh, we'll get it soon enough, don't worry. Okay, so if we use our monocle, which I will equip more often, I've made it a thing. There's a wall that you need to cross. Falling here leads you to another headless. You don't want to do that right away. I mean, unless you want to take on headless. I believe he's over there, just over there somewhere. There's a way you can fall. Yeah. There's some items down there and stuff too. But we're gonna get across, and we want to end up. This is one of the few places in the game that I get lost in, and I think you're kind of supposed to. We go up and around that way, I believe. or across that way, through that way, the valley. This place always gets me a little bit messed up, so bear with me here. Again, the roosters, they are communal. And you don't want to fuck with them. Communist roosters. So there's other roosters. Can you get up there from here? That'd be interesting. If not, you probably fall right down onto Headless, eh? This is probably this is a trick, isn't it? A Miyazaki trick? Yeah, it's like go that way and go up that way, stupid. Don't. That's a Miyazaki trick right there. Oh, thank you, the Covenant. That's okay. That's okay if you don't understand English. Hopefully you can kind of follow what's happening. This is a very complicated game. It doesn't even tell you very much, so hopefully maybe it'll cross the language barrier. I don't know if you're familiar with Sekiro. Black Hawk. Okay, this is where I usually have to have a little bit of a look around. Okay, so I come back. Yeah, okay, I know where I am now. Good. This is the way to go. Okay, so I'm gonna creep over here. This is kind of where I want to have a quick peek. As you can see, we are in the mists, and you can use snap seeds here. Don't use them. It's a ruse to get you to use all your snap seeds for something you need later. So these guys all respawn. They're spirits, and we need to get through this area. So my advice, I believe, is to go that way, up and around. You can go down. Headless is down, though. Remember, Headless is down there. They're a little bit stronger than the normal versions, the apparition versions. This is what I want to find, though. This is the place. Ooh. And a death. Ooh, that's not good, not good, not good. I don't have my right healing even set up. Heal. Okay. Maybe I'll get my res back. They're spirits though, so I don't think so. So the key is we gotta get up. We gotta find that whistling. We need to get in there. And there's a lot of different ways you can think about doing this. You just gotta be observant though. That's where we gotta get to. Over there. Or it goes around over there. That won't bring us around that way. So there's all kinds of stuff we can grab in here, like I said. best not to alarm too many of them in here, because there's ones in here that really suck to get rid of. Some ones in here that really suck to get rid of. That throw or that shoot arrows at you as you're trying to cross something, and it's really annoying. I don't think I can get up that way. Again, forgive me, I get lost in this place. Again. Okay, so back to the beginning. It's Miyazaki. It loops. It loops. It loops. It loops. It loops. I believe you go around the back. Or can go around the back. And, doggos that come out of nowhere. Okay, so we want to come from up there. That's the way we want to get, because that's the way we get into the second story of that building. I can't believe those guys didn't see us. We are just as ghostly as they are. Could that be Miyazaki saying something? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. You don't want to anger that guy. Because now, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where's the archer? Nobody sees us? Okay, we're good. Nope. He's gonna knock me off, and it's gonna be stupid. Oh. And it knocks you off into like headless territory. Okay, well, let's find them. Let's find them and eliminate. Resets us. Just gotta remember that tree resets us in this labyrinth, so. We want to find the archers, the archers, the archers, the ones that are shooting us from a distance. Where are you? I will deflect you wherever you are. Okay, so let's find out where these archers are. You find out where they are so they don't just disrupt you. Get out of that situation. I saw one come from there. Okay, so let's go that way. There we go. We can hear his bow. So we saw another one come from over here. Where is he? There he is. Oh. Okay, so we want to get back to that tree ledge over there. The ones who are troubling us are no more. We can sneak by. Okay. Snap seed. The game very much wants me to use the Snapseed. So here we find a mini-boss that isn't really a mini-boss, shouldn't be considered one. But this lets us get in. Oh, did I go the right way? I didn't go the right way, did I? What? I can never remember this. I screwed that up. So this guy tells us about what's gonna happen. Hey, you cough cough. There's a guy who poses Buddha in the temple ahead. Go find him. That was that whistling we were hearing. Hole on the second floor, so we gotta get up. And I can never remember the exact way to do this. You gotta go around. There's another little mini boss. Let's do it. I'll remember it now. First time. I have generally really good spatial awareness, but this throws me for a loop. I believe they all respawn now too, so it's like... Oh, it might be this way. Yes, it is this way. Why would I think going the opposite way? So we see a drunkard, which I'm gonna come back and fight. I don't need the prayer bead right now, but I am going to use gotcha sugar. So he's just like the other drunkard. You can play bait and run. He hits harder. He's got monkeys with guns around him, so you got to take those guys out first. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go through that way. We're gonna avoid him for now, but we're gonna come back for him later because we're gonna need him. So just go this way. Let's go around. No harm, no foul. He hasn't even seen us. Nobody knew anything happened. We don't exist. Lump of fat wax. Good upgrade tool or mat right now. Okay, so we're going through this way. Back down here. Now we are on the second floor of the building that the guy was just talking about. What's that mysterious flute? This is one of the more pathetic moments in Sekiro, but there's a lot of lore attached to this, which I'll get into later. What do we have? We have a boss, mini boss at least. So you'd expect. Maybe I should come back. Maybe I should heal up before I go. It's on now. Bump of Grave Wax. So, not really a boss, but look what happened. The spell has been broken. The true nature of this area is revealed. Notice the red kimono. What is this strange sea creature-like thing? Also notice the hands. Notice the hands. Where have we seen those hands before? Some Yashiriku sugar. And I believe you can just head back through this area. There might be still some ghosts, but you can mostly pick up everything. Headless is still down there, if you wish to go fight him. He's one of the more harder ones on land. So I'd suggest having a Divine Confetti or two. But let's continue forth. So now we hear other whistling, and there's a little bit of lore there too. Even just in the sound, the music, there's little tells about what's happening in this game. So good. Explore around. So this was not open to us before. We were under the illusion as well. We were not immune. That being, as feeble as it was somehow superior to us in intellect or in hierarchy or however you want to look at it. And you could see how they strung the Buddha people out from the temple. So we've brought Buddha back to this land, but look what it did. Death is real now. Death is real. It wasn't in that area as that enemy was there. It was casting an illusion that death was not real. And that's kind of a core thing. So here we're coming to another kind of gate. There's a lot we can learn just by looking at what we see right in front of us right now. I don't know what that kanji actually says, but you can see we have the graves and the statues from very early in the game. Referenced as sacred things, like in shrines and whatnot, but they seem to be everywhere here. So I think we're coming upon an interesting area. So if you come here at a different part in the game, or you are at a different part in the game. Again, this game kind of you can do in a sort of non-linear way. There's usually some enemies here to greet you. Spirit-like Nijar enemies. Don't fall here. You hear that echoing? That sound we hear every once in a while? There's lore behind that. You can understand it a couple different ways. It's either the song of the kingfisher, which I'll explain, or it's something else calling you down here. Something's calling you down here. What is this mysterious place, eh? It's not what I wanted to do. That was terrible. It was bad. I might die, and it will be the stupidest death I've had in a while. No, rest. Okay, anyway. So we're now in this area called the Mibu Village. And you noticed all along we've been using these, or you may have noticed. Mibu Possession Balloon, Mibu Spirit Balloon, Mibu Balloon of Soul, Mibu Balloon of Wealth. What's all that? And there we have one of the most opportune moments in the game. And a new mission.
また供養衆あり死ねぬものでもお構いなしじゃさあご供養していきなされ
This is what we want. And this. And those scales. We can get this through other means. I want this first though. We'll get the money stuff sorted, but let's do this. That's what they all say. How much do I have? I have 600, so I need 18. Do I have enough? I don't have enough, eh? Oh well, we'll get enough soon enough, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, I will have enough. What? You want the purple molted gourd. This is something, so this is like using, if you use pacifying agent, this is like using pellets compared to your healing gourd, but for terror. Something we haven't come across much yet, but we'll get there. I do want the rest of this stuff though. I do want these 2 adamantium scraps. I don't care about those. I do want those. So I will show you guys one of the more interesting late game grind spots for several reasons. Okay, so let's do some of this grind. I have to do it anyways to get my skill point up. So if you don't have suppressed sound, I suggest using a gotcha sugar while you do this. You'll have plenty of these if you've mined some of the main areas. And all you do is you see one of our purple ninja friends here. Stay low, stick to the wall, highlight him, and wait for the red dot. He's a hard one too. He's one of the ones with the hood, and the hooded ones. And look at how much experience we got from that. So the hooded ones, treasure carp scale, and we're going to use that stuff pretty quick here. This is an incredible grind spot. So how much money did we got? We got a decent amount of money from that 90. So we're going to do this a few times. You can do it without the... Actually, I might be able to purchase a skill that I want. Yes, praying strikes. So next 3 virtuous deed. I'd recommend just going up. Getting this improves item drop rates. This is key for getting things like divine confetti and stuff like that. Before you get to a certain point in the game, I recommend getting that, and the monk arts in general are very cool. So this is a grind spot you kind of commonly use. If you fuck up, oh, you got an angry purple ninja on your ass. So you get good drops. So it's almost worth using the demon bell. You could puppeteer him. You can do a lot of things with him. I do want to get some of his stuff though. Some more rare drops. So you can do this without the gotcha and sugar. See, he sees you right away, and he'll see you. He'll notice you. It'll never really fill up, but just stick to the wall. And when you get close, do that. So, I don't have the skill, so I'm gonna... I mean, I could kill, but I'm just going to use Gash and Sugar while doing this. So, it keeps it easier. I want to get some of that fat wax that he has. I could get the Demon Bell to get my drop rates up, which helps a lot. You can see with Gacha and Sugar on, they don't even notice that you're even here. Or they don't sense. As you can see, the experience here is significantly higher than at any other point in the game for a mine. It is a bit risky. You don't want to fight him if you or he's fun. It's good to practice. You have to get very used to fighting those enemies anyway, so, and you do have to get used to fighting him in close quarters, and you do have to get used to fighting him in particular, that variation of those ones in close quarters with wolves. So he calls the wolves down. He'll whistle for them. Oh, we didn't get a prayer bead from oh, the prayer bead's the drunkard down there. Okay. I do want to get one more prayer bead, one way or the other. So I'll do this one skill point grind on camera just because it's how at this point in the game how quickly you can actually get some skill points here. This is another good one. There's a better one though coming up after you beat a certain boss, where you'll find yourself at more often. But until then, this is kind of the main one. You can do some stuff in the village, and I will show that too. It's actually a key thing to get there before we go fight the next boss, which will be fun. I'm gonna cheese it, but we'll do it anyway. So you ask yourself, what is one of the most advanced ninjas of the Interior Ministry doing this far down? How far they've gotten into Ashina's lore, into Ashina's quest for immortality? How much do they know about it? All that stuff. It's really interesting to take that in. Just that guy there looking after those carp scales. Maybe they thought the carp scales were key, like some do in this game. Oh, it ran out. So he notices you. Right at the last second, he notices you, so you gotta make your move. It's like it goes up like 10-12% each time at this point. So it's a good place to get your skill points. I think between the next streams I will mine this, but I won't have to actually. We'll see. We'll see what happens here in the next few minutes. So we'll get one more. One more should do it. Then we'll go through the Mibu village. Which is creepy as fuck. And there's some key stuff in there we need. We'll get it anyway. We'll get it from here. I'll just do this. So these are villagers. They keep coming out of their graves. They're one-shots. Mostly. And they're worth about as much as those gremlin little things that we were killing. So if you want to get your... Another place you can grind. It's here. So I actually like popping an Akko sugar or using Akko sugar here because I think it gives me a one-shot. Yeah. They still die. They still die. Like, you'll get a death blow, but you can just hit them once and they'll still die. So you see, they come back. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they still die. So they come back to where they were. The villagers, the villages of this town. Let's use our new mortal draw ability. Target one of them. Go in the middle. Oh, don't do that. And you get... Watch out for this woman. She does the perilous attack, and you do not want to get hit by that. You don't want to get hit by that, whatever you do. So you kind of want to make your way through this initial area a bit quickly because they do start resurrecting immediately. See that? Okay, so there's a couple things we want to do here. I want to go this way. Now there's some fun lore here. Let's go inside this house, I believe. Yes. Oh. Yes, this house. And we have a person. Now this poses a lot of questions to me. Someone who's still human.
あんたまともな人かい？よかったよ。あんたはまともなお人だよ。あんた何か聞きたいことがあるのかい？ただすまねえが、ほらこのままカゴかぶったままでいさせてくれ。この村はどうなっている？オラにもよくわからねえ。気づいたらみんなおかしくなっちまってた。
Everyone went insane.
オラもずっと頭がぼーっとしていたんだけども、ゲーゲー吐いたら目が覚めたんだ。喉が渇いてたくさんお酒を飲んだからな。きっとそれで吐いちまったんだ。神主様が時々お酒を振る舞ってくださるんだ。ただな、お酒を飲むと喉が渇いちまう。酒樽はすぐ空になる。仕方なく皆池や川の水をすするんだ。
And become undying.
飲めば飲むほど喉が渇く。喉が渇いて渇いてたまらなくなるだ。この村の者たちどうなっている？わからねえ。ただみんな火を怖がる。頭がぼーっとしてるときはオラもそうだった。あのなかなか消えない日、今思い出してもゾッとする。消えない日、漁師の犬彦のやつが松ヤニを燃やして家に
So this is good to know. You need to know this.
あいつの松ヤ
Gotta
ニは
find
長
his
く燃
house.
えるからな。
Ishimike.
まったくいまいましい。
See, look.
犬彦は村の鼻つまみ者だ。獣の肉など食いやがる。だから神主様もあいつにはお酒をあげないのさ。その犬彦の家はどこだ？池の向こう側さ。どん詰まりに犬彦の家がある。
So.
神主とは、神主様はこの村で一番偉いお人だ。
Just remember what happened
川
above.
沿いに遡った先、水源に近いお社にいらっしゃるぞ。神主様はおっしゃってた。皆で都人になろうぞってな。
お酒をたくさん飲めば都人になれるってさ。ん？都人ってなんだろうな。そうかい。行っちまうのかい。オラはここでカゴにこもってるよ。
So
辛抱せねば。
something that has me, something that I question about this whole thing is we can't see his face, and I believe they're hiding his face obviously for a reason, but he is obviously more human than what's out there, though he's been drinking the waters. So is he in some longevity state? Because he looks like he's, like, it looks like, if that's the case, like, if he's just been sitting in here for like a little while, that's kind of what it seems like. He's still alive, he's still talking, he doesn't seem to be, so something's sustaining him. So it looks like he's drinking some of the sake. Good deal of the sake. And then, yeah, so that kind of ties into some theories I have about Ishin's longevity. Emma always speaks that it's a miracle that he's still with us when she speaks of his health, or she has so far. Ishin prayed by the waters and drank Ashina sake. Drank Ashina sake. What does that mean? So does that mean there's like a threshold you have to reach? Obviously there is. This guy is not one of them. Ishin is long living, which this guy could be. This guy could have been here for centuries like this if he's on some kind of threshold. Ishin is long living. Genichiro has crossed the threshold. He's been experimenting with the rejuvenating water sediment, which I believe again is centipede eggs, which is disgusting. And we see some weird disparities. So this time-wise is like, time is kind of strange when you're down here anyway. Like, we don't know, we have no sense of time. There is no sun or light. We're in the mist still. So let's get ourselves out of here and get through this village, and I'll do some other fun stuff. Okay, so this one's fishing here, and they are fishing slugs. Slugs. Slug-like things. Now here's what we want to do. Watch out. Okay, I'll jump out of that grave right there. On the left. Here's what we want to do. We want to get that stuff there. It's guarded. Everywhere there is a layer, or there's flowers in the ground, is a grave that you will be grabbed from. So watch out, watch out. Just get the stuff. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. This is gonna hurt. Because you want a gourd seed, then you want to go back. Don't worry. And then I had scrubs on the way back. Okay, so we've gotten everything. Okay, so watch out here. This is a bit scary. There's one of those women that I said to avoid. Behind there. Yeah. Here she comes. Nope. Okay, so we want to move that way. Let's get through here. Steal some things. Jump! Oh! Jump at the last second. Jump, 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 jump. Watch out for Bell Guy. Run past Bell Guy. Run past. And watch out. Lots of women that want to stab you. Oh, and I got stabbed. Find confetti, yellow gunpowder. And look at this. Look at this. There's 2 women in here. You hear their voices. Listen to their voices. And we see these in here. These are the garb that the Ashina warriors are wearing still to this day. Why is that? Are we at the true depths of Ashina? Is everything that we see in Ashina proper a reflection of some other primitive mythos? A lot of questions just from that. It's also the same equipment that the Okami clan, the Okami warriors, those ones with the guns, those women wear. And snake eyes too. But snake eyes are more like monks, which is interesting. Now, there's a secret here. There's several secrets in this area that we want to get. We want this guy gone. But we want to go up here. Oops. All that for a pellet. They make you do that all for a pellet. Where is the house with the thing in it? See that? It's with the garb. It's really interesting. So over here we have something. Let's rest.
Shinobi殿か。あの調べに気を取られ、不覚を取り申した。ああ、 とこの先にあの女そうじゃが、やはりわしを待っておったのじゃな。
So we finally get to see what's around the corner. Finally get to see what he's been looking for. Hold on, I'm just checking something. Right, okay. So we gotta go up this way. We are going to run past somebody. Wait, what's our... Ah, a fighter. Normally you want divine confetti. I only got a few, and I'm gonna need them for what I'm about to do, so I'm not gonna actually do it. So that's the shamisen player. That's the sound that the guy back there has been following down here. And you can kind of hear it in the music. Hear that? Hear that? The notes are all kind of... So run past her for now, okay? Orin of the Water is not somebody you want to fuck with right now. He's right behind us? Jump up here. Okay. Get away. Use... Forgotten sugar. Because what you need to do is go underneath this building in front of all this craziness. Okay? Go under. And there will be a door. And what happens here is you find this guy wearing a red robe, not unlike the fake boss that we killed in that last village. But we see something different. We see somebody close to being human. Drinking. So they think that drinking that is going to get them. Which is gross if you think about what I was telling you. Okay, so you come up here. Come up here. Get this. And look back. You see a few things. But this is what you want. Right here. This is what we want. Boom. One of the hidden ones. One of the few. Come back here. Grab this adamantium scrap. Quite useful. And we can go now this way. Now this way, if we continue along this path, will take us to the guy that they were talking about, Inohike. He's on the other side of the lake, of the Mibu Lake. Oh. Actually, what am I talking about? Yes. So Orin can go all the way to there. That's really interesting. Watch out for her. So this might be bad. Actually, coming down here might get us killed. So she's normally there. Watch out. There'll be an apparition behind us following us. You could cheese her in these stones. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it the real way when I fight her. Okay, so we're going to go see Inohike. And you don't actually see somebody that, but you have to kind of infer on all these villagers. Let's get our health up. Okay. Not good. I wanna... Okay, so... Inohike. We were on the other side of the river. There's graves leading up to his house. He liked to eat meat. So you notice these pines in this area? The pines. They're important to note. Pines. On the side of the Mibu Lake. Important. So there's some good items in here. But there's a key one at the back. We gotta go back that way. Jump through some trees. Grab some stuff. Come back up that way. And go back out that way. We can come grab some stuff through the dock here. We want to head back that way. That way is the idol. The main Mibu village idol. Not the watermill idol we came from. Okay, so let's do this. So run through here. Don't get caught. You want to find this stuff. Don't. Okay. Okay, so this is how we want to get out. But we want to get down here. And we want to get this stuff. Adamantium scrap. And this, the pine resin ember. Jump back up. Inohike's out. Inohike is the big guy that came out of the house where the pines are. This guy here. Or the guy at the bottom, sorry. It's interesting that one of these just Slav creatures is actually one of the characters that's mentioned in some of the lore. Every one of the villagers, I believe aside from a couple, are actually unique. They have a unique house, they have a unique grave site, and they have a unique animation set. They're very easy to kill, so it's very easy to kind of just not notice that detail, but I think that's a cool one. So explore this side of the lake while you're over here. That's fish. get angry with us. Anytime you see that sparkling, that's a death. That's a dead body. Why did this one hang itself? Why did this one hang itself? What was his motive to do that? Were they all that close to madness? Did they have baskets on their head? So that's a good fight if you want to practice some really insane chaotic dodging, which you should at this point, because some of the fights you're about to do are going to be like that. Pellet. Now we have some angry fish below us. So watch out for them. Let's jump and swim quickly to any shore you can get to. Come over here, watch out for the woman. Watch out for the crazy woman, watch out for that shit. Kill her. Just end it. Now we want to get some of this stuff. Maybe a balloon of wealth. Not much wealth in this town. So let's get out of here. Pick one. It's an important one. Okay, so I believe we got some money. We got a little bit of money at least. Almost enough for everything. What do I want more than any? I want these. And I want these two. So I'm gonna go grab a little bit more money. Watch out for the crazy lady. Get the pounce on her if she comes out. She comes out of there, I believe, or out of here, at the side. Oh, I need 600. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay. So the Dragon Spring sake is for some lore. There's another way to get it. Notice the garb on the memorial mob down here. I love that, how it ties it to the world up there. Okay, so we're gonna fight. I'm gonna do a quick grind here. I'm gonna grind up the skill point, and then we're gonna fight a boss. And I'll end this stream and maybe start another one, because we're getting close. Maybe a mini boss rush. Oh, I didn't rest. Silly me. Again, just do that if you don't have suppressed sound, just to make sure. Then they don't even notice you. You should be able to get one or two of these guys out of one gotcha if you go quick enough. We're gonna do this and then go fight a boss. Gyoken sugar is useful. At this point in the game, it's quite useful. Please, one more. Let's just do the Mibu thing. Let's go attack. Full of ash they all give us. That's useful. I know I'm doing well in this game and I'm breaking the audio. Alright, and a good mat. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back to the dilapidated temple. Also, I'm just gonna do like a quick check on the main quest kind of people. Oh, I won't even have anything to. I won't even have enough to upgrade anything. I have anything new? Nope. Upgrade. Okay, that's what I want. I want piercing Sabimaru. So I need 1500. I got 600. How did I get a heavy coin purse? I only got a light coin purse. So I need to get myself 300. Or was it 1500 for that? Measure twice, cut once. $1,500. Okay. So let's get that and come back. Or can we get ourselves 1500? We could sell some stuff. Don't really want to sell that much. Don't definitely want to sell that. How many do we have? Yeah, I think we could sell like probably 20 of those and be okay. Don't want to sell that. Don't want to sell that. Want to be careful with that. But let's give a couple maybe. Definitely don't need that many of that. Oh yeah, you can buy a gourd seed from him. I forgot about that. We need 2,000. So I recommend piercing Sabimaru for your first playthrough, first full non-shura playthrough. You'll need it for a certain part that'll help a lot. And it's good in some boss fights if you're creative. Okay, so we need to make 2,000 quick. 2,000 quick ones. So a good place to do this quick, a good place to make money quick is the outskirts. Shina Castle Gate. Oh, I should have got the demon bell. If this, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that just to get more gachins. Nah, I'll just do the run. Screw it. So this is where you use like things like your Mibu wealth balloons. You'll end up with a lot of these, but they're worthwhile using. So this is so back to this run. This is classic. I was not ready. Screw it. I wasted a wealth balloon. Reset. Still not ready. I'm not sure who's actually worth more at this point. But yeah, that's a bit slow. Bit slow. Let's try the put the wealth balloon on. Demon Bell and wealth balloon. It's gonna be drops. Sorry guys. Sorry, I'm losing it a bit here. Alright. Where was it again? The Fishing Depths. Yeah, I want to see what we actually get. If not, the monk is actually, or not the monk, the Ashina warrior is actually not bad. Oh, I didn't pop the wealth balloon. Right. Where was that? Where was that I buying? Oh yeah, the guy from the dilapidated temple. Right. I almost lost my place there. Oh, my voice. My voice is so rough right now. It's been rough since being inside this whole frickin' pandemic. It's been hard. I've been trying to do the sound design for this creature sound design. You guys are about $100 a pop, eh? Ooh, yeah, 120. Okay, we'll do this because we'll probably get a skill point by the time it reaches 2,000. Which should help us through the tree, which actually, hey. They both require 3. We want 3. We're gonna get to 3. Okay, that's deadly. That'll be really cool. That'll help us a lot. We won't have to do stuff like this as much. So sometimes you lose your lock. And it's cruel because they just make you do a swing instead of the actual death blow. I don't actually use this very often as a way of getting skill points, because I'm usually past. I usually go through this point pretty quick. Which one is it going to be first? Is it going to be the 2,000 cent? Or are we going to get our skill point? Getting that, what we're trying to get, the most virtuous deed, or more virtuous deeds, or is kind of negates the need for having Mibu Balloon of Possessions, and in combination with the Demon Bell, is a great way for farming any late game items kind of early, actually. Once we beat the boss after the one we're gonna fight. like we're gonna get both at the same time. Get to 2,000 and get to our 3 skill points, 3 skill points. So this will help me a lot off camera, actually. Sorry guys, again, for the grind, but kind of see it's part of this game. It helps a little bit. Okay, so travel back to the dilapidated temple. This guy.
Yo, Donna. また商いが必要かね?
Gourd seed, which I forgot at the very beginning of the game, or not close, or close to the beginning. Okay, so oops, let's do this. Go talk to Emma.
Okamiよ、私のおはぎはどうじゃった？
もうございました。
であろう。幼き頃から菓子を作るのが好きでな。平田のお屋敷でもよく炊事場に入り込んでいたものだ。
You can go there.
いとまができたら茶屋でも開くかのう。戦況に至るための狼よ。
Okay.
行くか、狼よ。
So we're gonna go back. We're gonna do this. Talk to her. Do we have 2? Yeah.
ではまた。
Did we already get the eavesdrop? Yeah, I think so. Sorry, I'm talking really quiet because I'm just kind of thinking to myself. I forgot that I'm actually streaming. Okay, so let's get some skills. Okay. This is how we're gonna do it. It's 4 and 3. We want these though. This is good. We want this, and we want this. Okay. So I'm going to end this stream here, but I'm going to start up another one. Just for archival sake, so these aren't like all 4 hours long. But I'll start up another one, and we're gonna go fight a boss, and we're gonna get some interesting stuff happening. All right, so thanks for this one, but I'll be right back.